can't stress that enough. People, please watch the entire video to make sure your question has not already been answered before you ask the question. Hey bunnies, this video is for all the aspiring YouTubers out there. If you're sitting there hoping to, you know, get on camera one day and film a couple videos and try to make some extra cash, then this video is for you. Now, I've been on YouTube for about 3 years now, if I remember correctly, so I think I have some insight on how to have a somewhat successful YouTube channel. So now, going in order of lights, camera, action, we're gonna start with lights. The first thing I'd recommend is that you get into a well-lit room, somewhere you have like a ton of light coming in. Natural light is your best friend, so if you can film in the daytime, that is perfect. If you can't film in the daytime and you have to film in the night, you want to make sure that you film in a, like, say your bathroom where it has like really good where you can film close to the bulbs. If you have like one of those mirrored vanity things, the lights above the mirror, get the white lights or the daylight bulbs or whatever they're called, but the really white ones, put them in and put the camera right underneath that while the spit lights are facing you, so that, you know, you look as natural, as flawless, and people can see you better on camera. Because a lot of the time people will skip over your video or not watch the entire video if it's not as bright or if they can't really see you as well. Like, I lucked out on my older videos only because I was talking about sex the whole time. Okay, another tip: if you cannot afford a lighting system right now, do not invest in a lighting system. Wait until you are more into YouTube. Wait until you've done a couple videos. Wait until you start getting paid from doing the YouTube videos. Then you can start buying your lights and stuff like that. If you don't have a room where you have access to bulbs or lights staring straight at you, you can go to Walmart or Target, get one or two of those standing lamps, put them right in front of you. The flexible ones are best if you can find those. I think it was Thomas Adriana, she had like a tree light where it was like 3 different lamps on one stand, and that worked great for her, so you can try that. What else for lighting? Yeah, so just get into a well-lit room. If you can film outside, that's even better. You get more natural light all around you, a nice clean area set up, you're good to go. When it comes to the camera, when you're just starting out, get what you can afford or use what you already have. Do not go out there and buy these T3Is or T5Is or what is this, EOS 7D. I don't even know what that means. The only reason why I have one of these fancy smashy cameras is because my boyfriend is into photography and he actually is a photographer, so I get to use his stuff. But if you cannot afford it, do not go out there and spend all your money. These cameras start from like $200 and up. Okay, so if you can't afford these things, do not go out there and buy it. Wait until you have done a couple videos, until you figure out that, you know what, this is what you love to do, this is what you want to do. Then you can go ahead and invest the money and get yourself a really nice camera, a really nice lens. Editing software. You want to make sure that you edit your videos well. Sit in front of your mirror or whatever, talk back to yourself. See how many times you say see how many times you say like, see how many times you say things that you find annoying from other YouTubers. I know I say a lot and I try not to, but see, it's hard for me. So if you can edit out all those ums or likes or what ifs or but as possible, then go ahead. You do not have to run to the Mac store and get yourself an iMac or a MacBook or whatever. Those things are freaking there we go. Those things are freaking expensive, okay? If you cannot afford it, don't get it. If you already have a laptop, if you have, more than likely it's a Windows computer, I'm assuming. If it's a Mac, then hey, kudos to you. But it does have a editing software already on there, and that is Windows something. I don't use it, so I don't remember what it's called. I had horrible luck with it. I could never ever figure it out. But like I said, my boyfriend is into photography, so we do have the Sony Vegas Pro, the newer version. Yeah. So if you want to get that, there's Sony Vegas, there's the Final Cut, there is the one that comes already programmed on your computer, which is the Windows Media something another. You should know what it is if you're going to get into this. So that is that. On the MacBook, I believe you also get iMovie on there, so you can edit with iMovie, which is awesome. Action. Now you want to make sure that you have your topics ready. Depending on the genre or the community on YouTube you're going to go into, whether that's gaming, whether that's vlogging, whether that's beauty, whether that's hair, whether that's just plain old reviews. Make sure that you stick within your quote-unquote community. Me, I do hair, makeup, and lifestyle videos. I get more views for my lifestyle videos than I do for my hair and makeup videos, and that's just fine with me. Once people are watching, I'm happy. Okay? You want to keep your topics relevant. If people comment on asking you questions or whatever, try to respond to the questions if it's not already in the video or description bar. I can't stress that enough. People, please watch the entire video to make sure your question has not already been answered before you ask the question. Check the description bar of every video to make sure that question has not already been answered. Google it if you're not sure. If you want to ask the person, fine, go ahead, then that's that. Okay, so when you're making your videos, make sure that you compact the video itself with a lot of information, as well as the description bar, so that you can avoid these repetitive questions. Because usually when somebody asks one question, it doesn't really, it doesn't float to the top that you've already answered that question. So keep your description bar packed with information, keep your video packed with information. You also don't want to make your video too long, because people mainly sit down for more like 5 minutes. Okay, and yes, I do have way longer videos, but at the same time, I do recommend 5 minutes. I'm gonna say 7 minutes max, depending on the video. Like makeup videos, 5 minutes, be done. Okay, and so that's where the editing will come in. You have to practice your editing skills. Wherever you decide to film, make sure that the area is clean, relatively clean. You don't want to have garbage and dirty clothes piled up all around the room, okay? If you're going to be filming in your closet, people on YouTube are very nitpicky. So if you're going to film in your closet, you want to make sure that all your hangers are color coordinated. Make sure that they're all black, or they're all white, or they're all wooden or metallic, or whatever the case is, whatever your preference is. Make sure that everything is neat and organized, because as soon as you start filming, the focus is going to come off you and go onto the mess that's behind you, and that's not what you want. Try to connect with other YouTubers, especially up-and-coming YouTubers, people who are in your same lane. Okay, you can reach out to the YouTubers that have like more subscribers or more viewers and whatever, but they are less likely to respond to you, only because they're getting so many more emails than the up-and-coming YouTubers. Do more collaborations. Support your fellow YouTubers. I cannot stress that enough. There's a tag going around, I want 1 million subscribers like ... And the only reason why I didn't, chime in on that topic is because the videos that were popping up, they all pretty much just said the same thing, that there was no support in the community. So it would be redundant. Is that the word, redundant, for me to come on here and say what I felt, because that's exactly how I feel as well. Support your YouTubers. Watch their videos, like their videos, connect your YouTube to your Twitter. Let's jump into social media. You want to make sure that you have a Facebook, a Twitter, and Instagram. These 3, okay? You can have 1 or 2, but these are the top 3: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Make sure that you're updating these pages regularly. And when I say a Facebook page, I'm not talking about your personal page, because as you grow, more people want to follow you, they'll want to find you, all that stuff. So keep your personal page personal, and then create a like page or a fan page. They stop calling it fan pages now, but create a like page so people can follow you, find you, and interact with you. Your Instagram page, keep it light and fresh and funny. Well, your Instagram page is your Instagram page. If you want to have multiple, have multiple. I have multiple. Only because I don't want, when people, contact me for business, they see all the ratchetry that's going on my personal Instagram, so I send them over to the 454. You want to keep your YouTube channel page as organized as possible. When you go to your creator, what is it called? Creator Studio or something like that, whatever it's called, when you click on the top of the right and then you go thing, show all videos and whatever, you will see different tips on how to make your YouTube more user-friendly, for lack of a better word. You want to make sure that when somebody clicks on your channel, they get to see all your videos. Okay, they don't want to be searching around like, okay, so where's her latest video, what's going on here? You don't want that. You want, as soon as somebody goes on your channel, they're like, boom, new videos, boom, most popular videos, boom, liked videos, share videos, whatever the case is, however you want to categorize it. Make sure that your YouTube channel page is organized. Try to keep the background noise to a minimum. If you're a parent like me and you have two rambunctious boys always running around, it's going to be harder for you to do, but try to schedule your time, or, you know, as best as possible. Right now they are making a little bit of noise, so you might hear them, but not as much as if, you know, it was set up differently. So try to keep the background noise to a minimum. Try not to have people, you know, whatever, unless that's how you like to film and have, you know, a back and forth correspondence with the person who's behind the camera and yourself who's in front of the camera. That works. That's great. I've done that in a couple of my videos in my Naked Sundays. So there you go. You want to make sure that you look as presentable as possible. You do not need to go out there and buy every single thing that's hot right now. Okay, so apparently I've been talking for way too long. My camera just shut off of me. But like I was saying, just find a nice clean corner of your room or wherever you're gonna film and just film there. Make sure that there's no trash or anything behind you in the background, because people will lose focus. Okay, and that's about it. If I forgot to mention anything, if you think I forgot to mention something, leave it in the comment section and I'll respond as soon as possible. Until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace sign and kissy face. Bye.